In this video, we'll learn to use the Create Outlines tool, and that's found up here at the top of the menu in the red tool group. And of course, it's dimly lit because we would need to first select something to be able to create an outline from. And so you can use Create Outlines to outline one part of your design or an entire embroidery design, whatever you select. So I've selected this whale and all of its parts. And notice that now the tool is available and it's right here called Create Outlines. And when I click on it, a little window opens up, and that window has some options. And the first one is how many outlines do you want, or how many ripples. And so it's set right now for one ripple at 0.12 of an inch, kind of around the design. And if I say OK, it will create an outline around our embroidery design. Now let's hit undo and select it and use the tool again, and this time turn it up to be like 3 or 4 ripples. And so when I choose 4 ripples, it will go around the design 4 times, and each time with the same sort of spacing in between the rows. And so that is your kind of like Create Outlines tool, and it can work for an embroidery design or for multiple things. So for example, if I click on the dog and click on the tool, if I'm going to do 4 ripples, I have the option to do a spiral instead of a cascade. And the idea with spiral is it will keep going around 3 or 4 or 5 times, however many you tell it, tell it 5, but it'll be one continuous line. If I do cascade, it's 5 individual lines, and that's the difference with spiral. So if I tell it to spiral, it's going to go around the dog, but you'll notice that there's no entry or sort of beginning. There is, I guess I should say, a beginning of the line and an end of a line, and it goes around and around and around each time. And so you can kind of see right there, that's where the line ends. And I can't quite see, I think this looks like right here, maybe where it begins. And so, yeah, and that's kind of the difference in the tool. The other options in the tool were, when you used the tool, do you want it to remove the selection? So after making the outline, remove your whale or remove the section and join any repeats. So if it's repeating sections together, if there was 2 shapes that kind of had a common area, then it can join those, is basically what that is. So that's your Create Outlines tool.